It is 5th July the year 2022, 35 days to Kenya's general elections. Welcome to the News Spot on Radio 254 with Sharon Otieno. On our news today, media team announces presidential debate dates, Raila's demands to IEBC. On the News Spot today, we ask, is the state's offer to buy livestock from drought-hit West Pokot a temporary solution? Media team announces presidential debate dates. The Presidential Debate Secretariat has announced a schedule for the debates for candidates seeking the presidency in the August 9 polls. In a statement to newsrooms on Monday, July 4th, the year 2022, Cliff Makoha, the head of the Secretariat, said the presidential debate will be held on Tuesday, July 26th. William Ruto of Kenya Kwanza Alliance, Raila Odinga of Azimio la Umoja One Kenya, George Wajakoya of Roots Party and David Mwaure of Agonu Party, who are vying for presidency in the August 9th polls, have been invited to the debate. The presidential running mates debate will be conducted a week earlier on July 19th. Mashoka further announced that in addition to the traditional presidential and deputy presidential debates, the Secretariat will have a gubernatorial debate for the county of Nairobi this year. The gubernatorial debate will be held on Monday, July 11th. All the debates will be held at the Catholic University for Eastern Africa, main campus situated in Karen, Nairobi from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. Raila's demands to IEBC. 35 days to the general elections, one of the key players in the August 9th State House contest is raising more issues with the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission State of Preparedness. Azimio la Umoja One Coalition Party presidential candidate Raila Odinga, through his chief legal advisor Paul Mwingi, has raised issues with IEBC's chair Wafula Chebukati, questioning his silence on a series of letters he has written to him, pointing gaps in the process of preparing for the August 9th polls. Key among them is the sticky issue of a complementary mechanism for the identification of voters. Odinga is seeking assurance from Chebukati that physical voter registration will be available in all the 46,232 polling stations, citing the High Court order issued on June 24th, saying Chebukati's administrative directive barring the use of manual registers has an alternative mechanism of voter identification. However, IEBC met the four presidential candidates last week to iron out their grievances. Odinga has expressed dissatisfaction with some of the responses and requested a bilateral consultative meeting with the Commission within 7 days. I'll cut taxes to ease high cost of living, Mwaure says. Agano presidential candidate David Mwaure has promised to cut pay as you earn by 50% to cushion Kenyans from high tough economic times. Mwaure yesterday launched his 12-point manifesto, which includes dissolving Nairobi City County. Mwaure also vowed to support entrepreneurs by doing away with the tax compliance certificates for government tender applications and empowering all government agencies to make payments after deducting all tax applicable. He further said the county and national government pending bills will be verified and converted into government bonds. On the News Spot today, we ask, is the state's offer to buy livestock from drought-hit West Pokot a temporary solution? The government has announced plans to purchase some slaughter livestock in West Pokot to avert deaths from prolonged drought. The animals will be slaughtered and meat supplied to locals that may be starving as a result of the drought that has forced many to migrate to Uganda in search of pasture and water. Kipkomo Sub-County Deputy County Commissioner Teresia Muguru said the livestock of take program would provide relief to drought-stricken families and also lessen pastoralists' burden. She said the program had been implemented in partnership with the Kenya Red Cross Society, the State Department of Livestock and County Government Steering Groups, the Ministry of Interior, the Ministry of Devolution and Planning, and the National Drought Management Authority, NDMA. The West Pokot drought is what leads us to our question today, where we ask, is the state's offer to buy livestock from drought-stricken West Pokot a temporary solution to a permanent problem? Let us know on our socials. Tweet and tag at Radio 254 and hashtag Newsport at Radio 254 on your response. And on other news, DCI releases photos of Eastleigh's 11 million thief. The Directorate of Criminal Investigations has released the identity of the suspect believed to have stolen 11 million Kenya shillings at Salama Shopping Center in Eastleigh. In a statement issued to the press, the DCI has asked the public to help identify the man known as Abdirizak Mokhtar Garat. On other news, police, the National Police Service names new air wing boss. The National Police Service has announced the appointment of a new air wing unit commandant. NPS, in a statement on Monday, July 4th, 2022, named Assistant Inspector General of Police Thomas Kabute as the new air wing boss. Kabute takes over from Colonel Rogers Mbithi, who has been redeployed to National Police Service headquarters. The NPS Air Wing is the unit of the National Police Service based at Wilson Airport in Nairobi. The unit supports various functions of the police service such as aerial support, emergency evacuations, and other functions of security interest. NPS has in recent days made several changes meant to streamline services at the police body. And the NPS news is what leads us to our sports news today, where the Shooting Federation flags off Bisley-bound football team. Kenya Sports Shooting Federation on Monday flagged off a team of football shooters to the 153rd edition of the Imperial Meeting, set to run from the 28th of June to the 26th of July in Bisley, United Kingdom. The team of 20, led by Captain Stanford Otundo, has been in a 3-week residential camp in preparation for the 153rd edition of the Imperial Meeting. After missing out on the event for close to 3 years now, the team is in high spirits and excited to represent the country at the month-long range shooting championships. The captain emphasized that they are focused on making better their performance in South Africa last year, where they finished second. Kenya and South Africa will be the sole representatives of Africa during the annual championships, where other countries outside the continent like Canada, the United States, Malaysia, Australia, and New Zealand are expected to participate. On other news sports, Arsenal puts down 6 billion shillings on Jesus. Arsenal has completed the signing of Manchester City forward Gabriel Jesus for a fee of around $45 million or £55 million in the London club announced on Monday. Jesus, who scored 95 goals in 236 appearances for City, has signed a long-term contract with Arsenal after declining to leave the Premier League champions in search of more regular first-term action. The Brazil international is reunited with Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta, who was Pep Guardiola's assistant at City before he took charge at the Emirates Stadium. Arsenal have let senior strikers Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang and Alexandre Lacazette leave the club for free in the past 6 months. Despite handing Edin Ketia a new 5-year deal, Jesus is expected to lead the line for Arteta's men as the Gunners aim to end a 6 years absence from the Champions League. That's it for the news for today. Thank you for joining us. Don't go far away. Mental Health with Anastasia is up next. Remember, there's no glory in quitting. Keep walking.